This is no longer for content. I'm doing real shit. Like, I feel the pressure, I feel responsibility, and I also feel that I have to make it successful. I've got no other option to look back and fall back. So, what was happening, right? In 2022, I came to Australia and I was just like a student, pretty much like everyone else. And I was studying, I was working on the side, had this part-time job as well, and I started my business in 2023 and I got it registered 2024. But I started in 2023 like I was just like, playing around and trying to do a few different things. Then I felt myself comfortable doing marketing, running Facebook ads, creating content. I could create content because I had this background of being a photographer and I used to do product shoots, photo like headshots and stuff. I used to do like take photos for the people for the products and stuff. I had worked with a couple of brands as well, like Anytime Fitness, Wild Turkey, and so some of the e-commerce brands as well. Anyway, given that experience of being a photographer, I didn't have any issue in terms of creating content. But then I had to learn another skill, which was being a graphic designer, like a basic or at like it's not really pro, but like decent graphic designer who can produce stuff. But then Canva came into play, so I learned Canva in a way that I can be more efficient and create content faster. Then I'm like, okay, I've got pretty much all the skills initially, whatever is required to start my social media marketing agency. Then I started it, and now the struggle was to actually find clients, right? So it was hard for me to go actually and reach out to people and tell them, hey, I've got this business or this is the service that I offer. Do you like to buy it? Like, I did email marketing. I did pretty much some of the cold calling as well, cold email as well. I even hired one staff from Philippines just to do this email blast, right? So we would just send out 100 emails a day from 2 or 3 different email addresses, but like email address from hosting up, where's my domain is registered at the moment. So we did all that stuff and it didn't really work out. So one day, right, I found one client through my connection. I just like keep on telling, hey, this is what I started, and I found one client, had it, started it, and that gave me confidence that I can actually do it. So I failed a lot. I actually practiced my skills and I also got a bit of money. All right. And that client, I did a really good job for them. And that client referred me to another client. And afterwards, some of my friends, they referred me to someone else. Some of them, like, this is how I started getting clients through referrals, not by cold emails or cold calls. Long story short, I wanted to say, right now I'm in a stage where I was doing my job. And when I was a student, I was just doing it like part time. My studies were finished, and then I started doing my job as a full time employee. But then I realized I'm doing too much. It's just kind of like hard to balance up. Now, if I could show you my sleep time, I was only sleeping 4 hours a day, and I was keep on going for I think 5 or 6 months, right? And now, okay, my sleep has been improved. Now I'm on to sleep of 5 hours. You can see I'm still not getting enough sleep, but this is what I'm getting. Sleep. Yeah. So if I don't know if you can see 5 hours and 12 minutes. This is my average sleep in the last. It has been improved though. Is the last I think month. Let me just go 6 months back. A month. Yeah. The month. You can see this is it's been fluctuating now, but now I'm getting more sleep, which is 5 hours. So I was getting 3 hours. Look at that. 3 hours 58. Let me just click on 4 hours here. Here, one time I took 9 hours just to have this, sleep recovery and stuff. Now I'm back to 5 hours and 47 minutes and 12 minutes. So, anyway, all I wanted to say, right, that I've been sacrificing my sleep and all the other things around it. But then now I finally made a decision when I want to quit it. I don't want to work. I want to do a job. I want to focus on my business itself. And I made a decision, and officially I've done it. It was one of the hardest decisions for me to make because I had no grudges at my job. I really liked the people around it, and my supervisor, my managers, he was a kind dude, good man, mentored me and learned a lot of things from him. So personally, I was attached to that place in terms of emotional attachment as well. I was kind of attached. So that's why it was hard for me to let go. I was kind of like seeing my future one way or another. I wanted to scale and grow in that company. But on the side, this is my dream. This is something that I would love to do. And I can see potential in now because when I just started, I had no clients. Now I've got clients. Now it's making more money than my job. So, for example, I was earning, say, 3K or 2K per fortnightly, and this business does 3 or 4 times more what I was making at my job. And I was putting like 8 hours, 9 hours in my job, and then I had to run my business on the energy that I've got, just like, leftover energy, you could say. But now I've got whole focus, whole attention on my business, and I can deliver more results and better results to my clients. Plus, at the same time, I can get more people into my team and I can train them. I've got time to train them, I got time to scale it, I got time to work in the business and on the business. Maybe in future I completely want to make it an automation so I can work onto it rather than working in it. But right now, I'm just juggling on both sides. But I think it's the process that I have to go through. Anyway, all I'm saying right now, right? So it's gonna work out. And I started as an international student. So even though I was on studies, I was already taking a risk in studying businesses because when I was in Singapore, I was doing a lot of different stuff. I did cleaning, I did fucking loading, unloading containers, um, the dishwashing, all the labor jobs, whatever you can do in hospitality industry. This is what I initially studied for. I had diploma in hospitality and tourism back in 2018 when I went to Singapore. That was the first diploma that I took admission in, and I finished, completed it. Had a bit of experience in Hotel Gentangli, which is under Shangri-La, and yeah, I was like looking to at that time I was looking to build my career into this hospitality industry, but eventually over the time, right, I jumped into this side hustle also. So I found some people along the way. They mentored me, they guided me, they gave me different perspectives. I started to put myself into self-development and self-study. So I got a lot of books. If you can see at the back, right, these are the books that I own. Some of them I owned them for the last 4 years. I still go back to them and do study time to time just to get different perspective, because I also believe like every single time you read a book and you're in a different state of mind, you actually learn something else, like that perspective or that particular line in that book itself that gives you some other message. And along the way I started my YouTube journey as well. I was just, and one thing that I learned, right, that I was just doing more of like what everyone else is doing, like have a fancy lighting, fancy editing. I was just trying to do all those things, like being part of a crowd. But now I realize that I don't need to do any of that stuff, just be me. That's why you're seeing me like I isolated myself into this room. I've got my setup here, just always in black clothes, all black hoodie, and all I'd focus on just work here on one side. I can show you my screen, or just adding some of the photos for a product that I took from one of my clients. They selling this curry paste and stuff. Slowly you'll start seeing these things on my social medias as well. So I'm just editing some of the photos right now, but I'm also creating content, just being me. I am trying to remove any friction in between for me to achieve what I want to achieve, and throughout that process, I don't want to have any fancy lighting, fancy setup. Right now, I'm recording this on my iPad. Just flipped it, turn the camera thing on, and I'm just talking straight to it. So I think if you are international student, you want to do something like that, bro, follow along this journey. We can do it together. I've been doing it, and I'm confident that I am capable enough to replicate it and give it to other people as well. I've got one student, one mentee. Actually, I'm actually giving him mentorship on his side. So he's a student of mine. Bought my coaching, I think, 1.5 month ago, and he's from Brisbane. So he initially came to me. He's like, bro, I'm kind of like struggling with finances, and I don't really know what to do to make extra money or like a bit of money. He saw one of my YouTube video and he said, bro, I really like what you shared. Can you help me out? I said, yeah, definitely we can do that. So now I was in a position because I believe this thing. I have bought a lot of people's dropshipping course, crypto courses, and all the other bullshit you can name, right? There are a lot of people selling a lot of different courses. And no one will take responsibility of whether you're gonna make money or not. So he did the same, I did the same as well. But I learned something else out of it, like someone was selling dropshipping course. So instead of just doing dropshipping, I ended up learning website development. Now I'm selling it as a service to other businesses that this is how I can design their website. So I didn't end up doing dropshipping, but I'm selling that skill in other way. That was for me to make use of it, but other people don't do it. Like when they see no results in dropshipping or some other courses, they just don't know. They end up being frustrated because that thing didn't work well. Anyway, I'm just telling you the story of that student. So he did the same, and I say, bro, let's just start with where you're standing right at the moment. So he said, bro, I've got no skill set. All I know, just I've been in Australia for the last 3 years, and initially I was doing car wash. This is what he told me. He said he did car wash for a year. I'm like, okay, bro. So you know how to wash cars. So we put him on a plan. Okay, bro, we're gonna start your side hustle of being a mobile car washer. So he invested $150, I think $200. So yeah, but I know we started less than $200. He bought like that, the pipe like at a with the jets and some of the like other stuff to wash car like wax and stuff and some of the shampoos, towels and stuff. So he did it, and within 1 week, we designed his flyers, his business cards, and also teach him how you can collect payments and what kind of business model you should be after. So we put it on subscription-based model rather than you chase clients every single time and then client go away, then you have to find new clients. So I said, no, let's go by subscription. So at least you only have to find client once, and that client is going to stick with you until they don't stick with you, until you provide better service and they're sticking with you. But there is a predictability for you to scale that business, and you know that this is the amount that is actually coming in. Because when you have something predictable, then you can actually leverage on that, and then you can sacrifice your full-time job, which I've done here, right? So on my agency, I charge a subscription based money. Let's say I charge $2,500 from one client, and if I've got like 15 clients at the moment, I know it's predictable. This is the amount of money that I'm gonna get. So I am happily and confidently sacrificing my job. So he can do the same. So this is what we did, and within first week, he found two clients. And the way he did, I told him, bro, you usually go for evening walks. What are you gonna do? Have your flyers with you. You'll see a lot of cars on the street. Take out their wiper, put your flyer there, and throw some of your flyers in people's mailbox. And put your phone number there if anyone wants to get your services in your neighborhood. Since you are also living in that neighborhood, there's a trust label also because you are living nearby, like 3 streets across. You're only living really, really far, right? So there's a trust thing also. Put your address, tell them you are serving in whatever his name is, just like suburban stuff. He did that, and then he got two clients in first week. The second he got three. And now the client that he did, right, he served them really, really well. That client is saying, oh, I also got my mom's car. Can you do that? Okay, he can do that. Or I also got my cousin's car. He's just living 3 states away. Can you do that? Yes. Now you see what's happening. He's expanding his coin. And he told me, bro, I already get my money back. So thank you so much. And I said, no worries, bro. This is way better than dropshipping. This is way better than what everyone else is selling you online. Starting a business or starting any side hustle or anything, it's not about you buy someone's course and quickly you're gonna start making money. No, think about how you can actually get your basics right first. Learn how to find clients, learn how to serve them really, really well, and then throughout this journey you're gonna do marketing 101, you're gonna do marketing in person, you will learn how to do operation, you will learn how to be efficiently better, how you can deliver service properly. You're gonna learn how much money I'm actually spending and how much money I'm actually saving, so you will slowly start learning finances of a business, operations. And now when you scale it, you should be able to hire a new person and replicate what you're doing right now in them and tell them, hey, this is how I deliver my service, and that's the standard. This is you should be delivering also. Start a business. You make money, everyone else make money, and this is right now you have a business. I don't know why you're chasing fancy stuff. But anyway, that's the whole point. So hopefully you learned something out of this video, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube as it is. If you like it and you wanna connect with me, my Instagram is Miki Farmer, MIKI_FARMER, Miki Farmer, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Bye bye.